Good afternoon, girls. So in today's lecture we are going to learn about exception handling C++. So what are the things we are going to learn today is what is error and what does exception means, what does exception handling means, and what are the keywords used in. Okay, so let us start with the introduction part. So first we will understand what does error means. It is compulsory to understand error before understanding what does exception handling means. Error means what? Error is also referred as program bugs. Okay, it has got or it has been categorized into four types, that is syntax error, also called as compiler error or compile time error, linker error, runtime error, and logic error. Moving towards next slide, let us understand what does syntax error means. Syntax error represent the grammatical errors or grammar errors which are used in the programming language. Okay, whenever we write a program, there could be some errors like unmatched parentheses, square brackets, missing curly brackets, or variables which are not declared but are used, or incorrect format in selection of loop statements. So all these things comes into syntax error. Next, moving linker errors. What are linker errors? Linker errors are generated when the linker encounters what looks like a function call, but it cannot find the function with that name. This is usually caused by misspelling C standard function like main function, or not including the header file for the function. Okay, the small example I have given on the screen, please go through this and just understand what does linker error means. Okay. Next, moving towards runtime error. What does runtime error means? So this type of error occurs during the execution of the program. That is why it is called as what? Runtime error. Runtime error may what it can do. It may crash your program when you run it, or runtime errors. It occurs when a program with no syntax error directs the computer to execute an illegal operation. So okay, uh, example what I can give you is I am trying to open the file which does not exist. Okay, this is a type of example I have given. Okay, there is no way for the compiler to know about these kind of errors actually. Okay, when the programmer is compiled, uh, so what happens, the compiler uh, can't find this type of errors. Okay, runtime errors are commonly due to wrong input from the user side. Okay, so as we are unable to find it, so we won't be able to fix it. Okay, so these are more difficult type of errors. Okay, right. Moving towards next, what does our next slide says? That is about logic errors. Logic errors occur when a programmer implements the algorithm for solving a problem incorrectly. And example for this is what? We are supposed to do a subtraction, but what we are doing, we are adding it. Okay, some type of mistakes we do, those all comes into logic errors. These are also hard to find and fix because the compiler does not detect these errors. Okay, right. um, and there is no indication of the error also when the program is executed. Okay, that is why it is hardest to fix, or it is impossible for us to find and fix this. Now what does, here comes the main part of the C++ programming, that is exception. After this we are going to learn about exception handling. Okay, so what does exception means? An exception is an event which occurs during the execution of the program that disrupts the normal flow of the program instruction. Got it? So I repeat, it is an event which occurs during the execution of a program that disrupts the normal flow of the program instruction. Okay, so what happens actually is, see, when we write a program, just we assume that okay, these type of things will happen, so there won't be an error. But what happens, suppose I am asking you to enter some value between 1 to 10, but what you did, you entered the value as 11. What is that? That is a type of error occurred, right? Okay, Means I am asking you to enter between 1 to 10, but you entered 11. I am assuming that as a programmer, I will assume that you will enter the value between 1 to 10 only, but you entered 11, which I did not assumed. Okay, right? So user enters the invalid value, that is called as invalid value. So exceptions are runtime anomalies and are unusual conditions that a program may encounter during execution. Got it? I repeat, exceptions are runtime anomalies or unusual conditions that a program may encounter during the executions. Got it? Example already I told you. Some few more examples I can tell you is like we are running out of disk, we may run out of memory, and less space, something like that. Okay, so what is the purpose of exception handling? It is used to permit the program to catch and handle the error rather than letting that error occur and suffer the consequences. Got it? We cannot leave it like that. We have to handle that error. Okay, so that is called as catching and handling the error. So exception handling is used in situations in which the system can recover from error causing the exception. Okay, so the recovery procedure is the exception handler. Got it? So in short, what I can say is an exception is a problem that arises due to the execution of the program. I repeat, I said that an exception is a problem that arises due to the execution of the program. Remaining things you can read from the screen. I did not read anything. Okay. Towards next slide. In this slide, I have given you one more example in which I am going to ask you factorial of 3, which you can give. Factorial of 4, which that also you can give. What if I ask you factorial of 5? You will go blank, right? Got it. So that is what. If I am asking you enter some value for factorial, you may enter 3 or 4. But that is what I have assumed or I have predicted or I have forecasted. But suppose you have done something um, other than this, that is -5 you haven't entered. What if you entered the negative value? For such cases, what we use exception handling. Okay. Now you can say that okay, this type of error also I can handle. What I will do, I will give that if condition input. If input is greater than 0, then find the factorial. Else we may give it as input is incorrect. Okay, got it? So this is a simple example, but what happens if this thing happens or else I am using something complex programs which you may not use such type of statements everywhere. Got it? So for that thing, for such common failures, we need to have exception handling. Got it? So what are these common failures where you need to exception handling are not allocating memory. Sometimes the storage is full, you cannot allocate memory, sometimes division by 0 or sometimes invalid function parameters like that. Okay, right. Moving to the next slide. So till now what we have learned what does error means, what are the types of errors, what does exception means, and what does exception handling means. Next we will we will learn in brief what does exception handling means. Okay, so exception handling is a mechanism which finds a problem and fix that problem or else before fixing it will inform that this type of error may occur. That is what called as throwing the exception, and catching the exception is known as what, receiving the error. Then taking the correct action is called as what, handling the exception. I am again repeating, first is finding out the problem, then informing that this type of error has occurred, that is called as throwing the exception. Then if someone is throwing, we should catch. One is throwing the ball, then the other person should be there to catch the ball, right? So that is called as what, catching is called as what, receiving the error information. Then after catching, we should be able to hold that ball, that is what, handling the exception, that is taking the correct action. Right. So actually these are the three keywords which I explained you in my previous slide, that is try, throw and catch. Got it? These three words are used in exception handling. Okay. So let me explain this with some, see, I will try to give you some, I'll try to give you more and more examples by which it will be very easy for you to understand. Okay. Suppose now we are into some manufacturing company, let us say smartphone. So what happens? See, if the smartphone is manufactured, first it will get go for the testing. If that is what going for testing is what, or manufacturing the phone is what comes into trying method, right? Next, if the phone is good, it will be shipped. Okay, till here we are into try. But if the phone fails all the conditions, okay, so what happens if it fails not all the conditions, at least in one condition it fails, what happens? It will be resent to the production line. Okay, so it is similar like we are throwing it into the production line again. Okay, that comes into throw. And next is what? Catch. Now suppose we have thrown it into production line, and uh, that comes in that throwing in production line we have catch the phone. Now what, um, in this situation when we are into catch, what happens? There must be a lot of errors, or there must be a single error also. When I am talking about my example, that is a smartphone, that could be a display error, that could be a software error, that could be a hardware error, anything it could be, right? So that comes, those are the possible errors. Got it? So there can be multiple catch statements. Got it? Depending upon the possible errors. I hope I am clear. Next, moving towards next slide. So as I told you, those three keywords I have explained you in this slide. Try. What does try means? Try is a block identifier or a block code for which a particular exceptions will be activated. Okay, right? And it is followed by one or more catch blocks. Okay, next is what? Catch. Catch is a program that catches an exception. Okay, with what? With an exception handler. Okay, at the place in a program where you want to handle the program. I repeat, a program for catch, a program catches an exception with an exception handler at a place in a program where you want to handle the problem. Okay, the catch keyword indicates the catching of exception. Everything is mentioned in this slide. You can go through the slide also. Shall I move towards next slide? So what does my, so next slide is having the syntax. Please note down the syntax and or else take a, right. Again moving towards examples. Here I have given you, means after this example one more example is there. If it is not clear here, in next example definitely you will understand. So now let us learn how to catch, sorry, try, catch, and try, throw and catch in a program. So in this code we are checking for divisor. If it is a 0, we are throwing an exception message, then the catch block catches the exception and prints the message. So by doing so, the user will know that our program failed at runtime, and they will only see the message that division by 0 is not possible. This has done very gracefully. Okay, it will the user will not understand that there is some glitch in between this program. That's why we are not getting the output. They will say that only we will get the error only as division by 0 is not possible. Okay. Example I am giving you. Right. In this program, what I am doing? See, in this program, the user will enter the amount which will be deposited in his bank. So in the first section, we ask the user to input the amount. Okay. The user must, what we think that they will enter a positive amount only. For depositing, we don't go for negative values. But what if the user will enter the negative value, right? So you know that there won't be any negative value. That means no one cannot deposit a negative money. So our program must show a proper error. Now here we will use a try block, and if money is negative we will throw it, and if we are throwing, someone should be there to catch it. So we should write a catch block. So one thing I want to tell you here, in catch block what I have done here, I have used int. Why I have used int data type? Because here I have mentioned money into int data type only. That is why I have used int here. Okay. So with this example, I am concluding with exception handling. If any doubts are there, please let me know through the comments. I'll be happy to clear your doubts. Okay. Please take care of yourself.